What if God asked you to leave everything behind, without telling you where you were going? No map, no guarantees, only a promise. This is the story of Abraham, a man whose faith began with a single, courageous step into the unknown. Abraham lived a comfortable life, surrounded by everything he knew and loved. He was settled in his homeland, with his family and his possessions. Then one day, God's voice broke through the familiar, calling him to something radically new. God said, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's house. Go to the land I will show you." Imagine hearing that. Leave everything you've ever known for a place you've never seen. But it wasn't just a command. It came with a world-changing promise. God told him, "I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you, and I will make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. Through you, all the peoples on earth will be blessed." Now, there was a major problem with this plan. Abraham was well past his prime, and his wife Sarah was unable to have children. From a human perspective, the promise of a great nation descending from them was completely impossible. How could a nation come from a childless old man? It didn't make any sense. But here's what sets Abraham apart. Despite the doubts, despite the questions, despite the sheer absurdity of it all, Abraham obeyed. He didn't argue or hesitate. He packed his belongings, gathered his household, and set out, walking by faith, not by sight. He trusted the voice that called him more than the reality he could see. Years went by, and then decades. Abraham and Sarah grew older, and still, there was no child. The promise must have seemed distant, maybe even like a fading dream. It would have been so easy to give up, to think that maybe he had heard God wrong. Yet, God met him in his doubt. One night, God took him outside and showed him the brilliant star-filled sky. "Look up at the heavens and count the stars if, indeed, you can count them," God said. Then he made the promise personal and vivid. "So shall your offspring be." In that moment, surrounded by the vastness of creation, something shifted in Abraham's heart. He chose to believe God, not because he finally saw the results, but because he knew the character of the one who made the promise. His faith wasn't in the outcome, it was in God's unwavering faithfulness. This story teaches us a powerful lesson. God's promises are not limited by our circumstances, our abilities, our age, or our understanding. They rest entirely on His character and His power to bring them to pass. True faith often begins right where our own strength ends. It's that moment we decide to trust God enough to take the next step, even when the path ahead is completely dark and the destination is unknown. It's about trusting the guide more than the map. If this story of faith encouraged you and strengthened your heart today, be sure to follow our channel and subscribe for more Bible stories that inspire and uplift. Thanks for watching.